Hey, what's going on, everyone? I get a lot of questions on glass cleaning, so I wanted to, and when I was at Mobile Tech, Ian at Auto Fiber actually gave me this waffle weave towel that has like a pocket you can stick your hand in and stuff like that, and I'm usually not a fan of waffle weave towels, to be honest. I've always been a big, huge proponent of these kind of like very thin, not quite silk, but silk-esque towels for window cleaning, and obviously I'd fold them in fours like that, and when I go to clean the window, like what I was doing right now, which kind of made me think of this whole video, these towels, in my opinion, still, and couldn't get the camera quite high enough, so there we go, but in my opinion, still are the best for glass cleaning. However, one issue with these, because they're so thin, let me see, you know, one side is a little bit more ribbed, I think, because of just how the towel's made or whatever, but these I've literally used for like 9 years to clean glass. Prior to that, I would use like a 2-towel method, but with this one I only use 1 towel, and they've always been great. The problem with these, though, is they get saturated very quickly, and as soon as they get saturated, they're no good. So I've always had that issue. Thus, to fix that issue, it's just been use a lot of these towels, or have a lot of these towels on hand, which I do. I have a ton of these, a whole bucket full of these towels, because once they become saturated, they're essentially useless because they streak, and then you get all the normal glass issues that you're used to getting with the double towel method or whatever. So this is my go-to, still is my go-to. Just want to talk about a different option because of that one issue. And also, these, after you wash them a few times, they actually feel like they puff up a little bit, so they become not as good the older they get. So again, to combat that issue, it's just I like fresh ones, and I just blow through them, right? They're relatively inexpensive, I just blow through them. So when Ian gave me this, and Ian with Auto Fiber, obviously I thought, okay, but it's waffle weave. I don't love waffle weave for cleaning towels, windows, but I've been testing it out because I washed my wife's car the other day, and when I took it out in the sun and looked at the windows, I was like, holy crap, this is embarrassing that I even call myself a semi-pro with how streaky these windows are with the traditional towel, right? So I started trying out this waffle weave. Again, kind of has a pocket you can stick your hand into if you want to. I don't, but you can there, and I'll tell you why I wanted to do this video and what I liked most about this towel, and that's why I just sent Ian a text to send me a couple dozen of these. So the thing I like about it is the fact that there's essentially, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's still 8 sides to the towel, right? But because you can take it like this and then flip it inside out, you can, and then you can do it again with each side, and essentially you could continue to flip it over and over and get a new side. But what's nice about that is that it doesn't become oversaturated, because you could keep flipping. And what I've found is the best trick for glass cleaning to get streaks or non-streaks is to have a fresh towel, which, again, going back to my complaints with this, once you use it on about 1 car, even though you could essentially have 8 sides to this towel, because it's so thin, it's hard to get a fresh side. So the fresh side is what you're really after to help prevent the streak-free glass. So and again, this is just something that happened because I was cleaning my own glass and I fixed my issues on my wife's car, that because of the flip nature of this towel, it made it unique that the underlying, so for example, if you're using this side to clean the glass, and this first side gets saturated because your glass cleaner and all that, which I have right here, but if this first side gets saturated, you can then flip it over, and then you're to a fresh side. Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense. So what it's enabled to do is, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the waffle weave, and honestly it may or may not, because even the cheap Costco towels, if they're brand new and fresh and not saturated, not wet, nothing, are some of the best glass cleaning towels. The problem with those is that after you use them once or twice, they're no good anymore for cleaning glass. They streak and all that. So I'm thinking the waffle weave may be better at that for longevity. But again, I just noticed because of this flip thing that you could essentially have a fresh side all the time, the towel is never getting super saturated, thus the glass is cleaning a lot easier and more streak free. So I just wanted to hop in and record this video because of that. Again, I'm still probably gonna keep a ton of these. I'm not totally sold on it, but it's just something that I've been experiencing that I wanted to share across, or share and put out there, because I know I get a lot of questions on glass cleaning. Even though I have multiple videos on glass cleaning, same tactics apply to, you know, horizontal versus I guess this would be horizontal, this would be vertical. You know, still do that on the outside, inside, use those same tools, but sometimes the methods change. And so even after 9 years of being completely happy with these and keeping a lot of these around, I'm almost thinking, well, I put in an order for a dozen of these, so I'm gonna see how they work long term. Maybe I'll do an updated video, maybe I won't. We'll see how that happens. But I just wanted to share another quick tip on glass cleaning. There you go.